This morning, we kick off a week of coverage in our School Matters series. We will focus on the mental and physical health issues facing schools, from nurse shortages to the pressures of sports, and see how school staff are being trained to tackle the opioid crisis. Today, we will see how an elementary school in rural Colorado is tackling bullying before it reaches the playground. The initiative is supported by a 3-year state grant. Barry Petersen explains why you may be surprised to learn where the grant money comes from. Barry, good morning.
Good morning, John. When Colorado became the first state to allow sales of recreational marijuana in 2014, it meant millions of dollars collected from sales taxes. And a lot of that money is earmarked for education, which is how a small Colorado town of around 7,000 people got the money to start a program that stops bullying in its tracks.
Good morning, Parkview Hawks.
School day at Parkview Elementary includes the usual classes like reading and math.
He's not allowed to play.
And the unusual classes on bullying. Leslie Treat role plays with her third graders.
They're bullying a kid. They're saying to them that they can't play. They're not allowed to play. We call that exclusion, okay?
She plays the bully to Tinley Medina.
Tinley, you need to get out of here. We told you we weren't playing with you today.
And Andres Varela knows how to step in.
Come on, you can come play with me. I was trying to invite her to play with me.
Why?
Because she would have been sad, and I always like making people happy.
By being instructed of the exact words, then they have the ability to step up and make a difference.
In this rural Colorado school district, these classes are taught from kindergarten through high school. Aaron Jones is the principal.
I think it means the world. If kids don't feel safe, they're not going to learn. They're not going to achieve.
Bullying is different in a small town. It's not just about what happens in a classroom or here at recess. These kids will see each other all the time, all over the place.
We see each other at the store, at church, rec league sports, after-school programs.
But the more than $100,000 a year anti-bullying program is funded by the state from pot sales taxes, despite the fact that they, as permitted under Colorado law, do not allow marijuana shops.
And I never thought I would see the day where marijuana money would fund programs in education.
Did anybody come up to you and say, no, don't take that money?
No one's ever shared any concern about that fact. Professionally, this grant has really shown me that marijuana dollars can be directly used for student success, in this case, bully prevention.
It's cut bullying incidents by 23%, and it's taught kids to think before they do the wrong thing. Gianni Lopez is a 4th grader. What have you learned to help you stop?
Well, I've never considered being a bully, but when I try to stop myself, I always think, am I saying the right things? Am I saying something kind? Am I saying something nice?
For Parker Daniel, bullying was real. He was a target. Moving here from Texas, he was picked on for having a different accent. One bully even threatened him.
One boy was gonna beat me up on the bus.
Was that frightening? Then his friend, Chloe Fernandez, stood up to the bully. Chloe used another tactic she learned as part of the anti-bullying program, strength in numbers.
We go to the bully and we tell him to stop, or we're gonna tell him and we're gonna stop it by ourselves.
And what happened?
He never touched or did anything to Parker again.
Wasn't that scary, like going to the bully?
No, because I had my other friends that came with me too.
Now, because the other students knew how to help, Parker's bad days are over. How do you feel now that your friends have stayed with you?
Now I feel like I fit in. Now I know I have a lot of friends that will stick up for me if I ever got bullied again.
I went through junior and senior high school in a Montana town even smaller than Lamar, so I well understand how people talk and word spreads that someone is having trouble in school. Oddly enough, the person being picked on can feel embarrassed, like they did something wrong, which makes a program like this a life changer for vulnerable kids who now won't be victims of bullying.
I love this story, Barry, because it's making it show that it's so much cooler to act the other way.
Yeah.
And what a good message to send to children. Listen, some adults could use this class too, I have to say.
Yeah.
I think giving the kids the words.
yes.
It's so they know what to say, and they're kids. You know, they're not born with this knowledge instinctively.
And what Chloe
and
said,
they'll
I had
pass
my
it on.
friends with me.
Yeah.
I had my friends with me to stand up.
Right.
It's always good, and then those kids will pass it on.
Yeah.
They will pass it on, and it will be good for all of them
That's great. Very
And all of us.
and all of us.